Let's discover how a very clever and emotional intelligent technique from the underworld can help you regain power and respect, especially in situations where you need influence when somebody gets angry at you. And we will delve into this video with a very exciting philosophical and psychological insight to help you in this kind of situations. First, let me start with telling a story illustrating the technique, how it works. I was in a taxi with a couple of Yugoslavian friends in Brussels, and the taxi driver got annoyed. Suddenly the smile disappeared and he got angry and he shouted, you fucking have to wear that seating belt. And my Yugoslavian friend immediately responded with a clever question: what made you so angry? What is the problem? And he corrected himself by using a psychological cunning technique, and he said to him, he responded, look, in our culture, it is probably an insult if we wear that belt. It would mean that we didn't have trust in your driving skills. It would mean that, yeah, you drive so well, so we respect your skills. So we have respect for you. That's why we don't wear belts. The taxi driver was stunned and immediately didn't know how to respond, and he continued his drive, and he was probably more cautious, and he was willing to obey our needs, etc. So, what does this story tell us? Psychologically, we recognize his ego and what his ego contained, his motives. So, it was about rules and it was about his driver skills. So, we used it to our advantage. We acknowledged his authority on safe driving, and we rewarded him in the end on his driving. So, psychologically, it was, in hindsight, a very clever move. Philosophically, we can underpin this situation, this underworld technique. Jean-Paul Sartre, the French philosopher, he was all about, we have freedom, we have always a choice. We have an existential freedom of making a choice, of defining ourselves, no matter what the circumstances are. So in this situation with the taxi driver, we must not obey the taxi driver. We must have a choice, and we must be clever to respond and use the situation and define ourselves through our own actions. So no matter how constrained the circumstances are, like the taxi scenario, we as individuals, according to Sartre, have the power to redefine ourselves, our agency, challenging situations, etc., and use it to our own benefits. Jean-Paul Sartre, a French philosopher. Friedrich Nietzsche, a German philosopher. It has certain parallels with Sartre. In this situation with the taxi driver, Nietzsche says we have always a will to power. Something, an inner force, an emotional drive that refuses us to conform to another's will, to another situation, to another's morality. The taxi driver, he claimed what is good and what is wrong, and we have always the inner power to defy those rules and those power, and getting our own autonomy back, relying on our own individuality, etc. So, Nietzsche and Sartre, they always have a point in this kind of situations. And this skill, this technique, in conclusion, use it to your own advantage. Look at the motives and the ego of others. Yes, and turn it to your own benefit. It's all about leveraging their qualities. So, that's all for now. I'm done.